What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quan G's, and I'm back at y'all with another video. And I'd like to start this video off by giving a special shout out and thank you to Terence, Crawford, and Errol Spence for giving everyone the fight they've been waiting to see for so many years to come. I said this would be a 50-50 fight, and I clearly was wrong. I chose Errol Spence to win because he was the naturally bigger and what I thought naturally stronger guy, but clearly he wasn't. Yeah, I thought that would be the reason why he would win. But I said coming into this fight, Terence Crawford was more skillful than Errol Spence. He had the better skill. I always knew that. You know what I'm saying? Better defense, better head movement. He could switch from southpaw to orthodox. You know what I'm saying? Better head movement, more agility. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that Errol Spence would eventually catch him with the equalizer to the body and slow him down, which didn't happen at all. I was very shocked to see Errol Spence get dominated in such a fashion. Never in a million years did I think I would see him get obliterated like in the way he did. So yeah, the first round, it was a fill-out round. You could have gave the round to either Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. The second round, Errol tried to turn up, and Terence Crawford, he matched his energy and dropped him with the 2-1 combination. And it looked like Terence Crawford was going for the kill, but you know, the bell saved him. And you know, Errol Spence, he recovered. I'm like, all right, first knockdown, shit ain't about nothing. And it got even worse for him. I'm not gonna say and try to make any excuses for him, because you know, his last 2 fights, he looked very amazing. He looked like no one could beat him. It's like if a fucking car crash can't, you know what I'm saying, get rid of him, then what man can? You know what I'm saying? But yes, you could tell that Terence Crawford, he worked his ass off for this one. I could just tell he works throughout the year. He doesn't take any days off, you know. Errol Spence, I feel like he only really tried to prepare just for this fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell who works, like, on their craft consistently, you know what I'm saying? With no days off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, not to make any excuses, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't think the car crash, you know what I'm saying, played a big factor into any injury. 'Cause like I said, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you're not going to be 100% after acting like that, but still, like I said, he looked fantastic in his previous fights. So, to the fans saying that, oh, he lost because of the accident or he lost because he was weight drained, that's just an excuse. You know what I'm saying? You're discrediting the greatness of Terence Crawford. This was the best performance thus far I've seen from Terence Crawford. I knew he'd be good, but I didn't think he would look this good against Errol Spence. I'm just now finding out the other night ago, Terence Crawford used to wrestle. And I feel like that played a major factor into the fight because he has wrestling strength. He has the strength of a wrestler. And that's why Errol Spence wasn't able to push him back whenever he felt like it. Now, when Errol Spence seemingly got Terence Crawford up against the ropes, I felt like Terence Crawford let him get him up against the ropes because he was setting Errol Spence up for a counter. Now, when Errol Spence had Terence Crawford up against the ropes, he was having some success hitting Terence Crawford right in the button. But Terence Crawford was easily able to absorb Errol Spence's best punches while he was up against the ropes, countered him with an uppercut, and dropped him like it was nothing. The punch didn't even look that hard. You know what I'm saying? That's how sharp and accurate Terence Crawford punches are. He doesn't even have to load up on any of his punches to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was literally just nothing Errol Spence could do. And once Errol Spence started backing up, I knew he was gonna lose, because he doesn't fight backing up. He doesn't fight at the back foot. Terence Crawford could only fight at the back. He's an all-around fighter. He can fight the back foot. He can fight you going forward. He could do whatever. He could do it all. You know what I'm saying? And I felt at some part of the fight, he felt somewhat bad for Errol Spence. He didn't want to really beat him that badly, but he had to do what he had to do. I felt after round 5, he could have got him out of there. Round 6, he could have got him out of there if he wanted to as well, but I feel like he wanted to see what Errol Spence had to offer. And once he realized there was nothing, he did what he had to do, shutting down all the naysayers. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that beating was towards everyone who doubted. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to watch Errol Spence get beat like that. I didn't want to see him get beat like that. I'm glad the referee stopped it when he did. You know what I'm saying? And I also commend Errol Spence for having a heart of a lion, because he just did not stay down. I know he'd rather go out on his shield. He would have rather went out on his shield than have his corner throwing the towel with the referee stop the fight. But you was just suffering too much damage. You was suffering way too much damage. Now, the doctors are saying, well, a neuron doctor was stating that he suffered from a lot of brain damage because of that fight. And he should retire. He should consider retiring. Now, knowing the dog that Errol Spence is, he's not going to listen. In fact, he wants the rematch at 154. Now, I do feel like cutting that weight to 147 was a lot of stress on his body. But yet again, like I said before, that's no excuse. Terence Crawford is truly the greatest boxer of this era. I'll never underestimate him again. After witnessing what he did to Errol Spence, never again. I truly feel he will go to 154 and dominate that weight class and defeat Jermell Charlo for undisputed. I don't feel Errol Spence should retire. I feel like he should just start from the drawing board, get about 1 or 2 more trainers in his corner to show him different things, because you can learn from a little bit of everybody, in my opinion. And just take it from there, you know, have 2 or 3 tune-up fights before you get a rematch with Terence Crawford. I don't want to see him jump right back up in the fight with him. Because I feel like the same thing is just going to happen again, but much worse. Yes, I know Errol Spence will be stronger and feel much better at 154, but so will Terence Crawford. He also said he's been having trouble to make 147, and he's ready to move up. He's outgrew the weight class, and I could tell. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was looking very big the other night ago in the ring. I'm surprised he looked bigger than Errol Spence. But yeah, I think for sure Terence Crawford wins again at 154, but I think it'll be a little bit more competitive because Errol Spence will be a little bit more stronger at 154. But he needs to work on a lot of slick defensive moves. You know what I'm saying? More head movement. Could have been on display that fight because he really doesn't move his head up the center of the line, especially when he throws his jab. And yeah, Terence Crawford, he's the complete package. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing negative I could say about his fighting style. Everything he does works in his favor. You know what I'm saying? He sees an opening, he makes you pay almost every single time. He's very strong. He's living proof that size doesn't mean anything. He's living proof that you can move up from 135 to 147 and capture those titles. And I feel like 154 is his division. Any division he goes to is his. And yeah, I know they say Terence is 35. I still feel like he's got a lot left in the tank. I feel like he could do this shit till he's 41 years old, in my honest opinion. And I'm looking forward to see who's his next opponent. I just hope it isn't Errol Spence because I do not want to see him take a brutal beating yet again. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Bow.